going. All right, today. Wow, today's Thursday. Thursday live. We have lots to talk about today. I finally got my haircut. Yay, see? I don't look like a shaggy idiot. All right. I think we got enough light going on in here. Let's do a little sharing here. We're going to share this event. Sorry we didn't get this on Tuesday, but everything is, coming along for today, Thursday, now that we have everything out and shipped and all the boxes are rocking it. Let's see here. So if you are here with us today, hello, good morning, good to see everybody. Looks like Sarah and Jackson, Lori and Dugganson. Nils is on. Hey, how's it going? All right. Let's see. I'm going to share this again. Let's see, where do I go here? I shared it to there. Let's share this one more time. Oh, let's do to the D&D 5e podcast as well. If you want to, feel free to share this on Twitter. I think, there we go. Everybody's sharing it. Cool. Yeah, I get this on Twitter as well. So I'm going to put that there. I can see everybody's comments here. Hello. Actually, and I want to monitor from here, I think, so that I can give everybody thumbs ups and hearts and things like that. All right. Lots of stuff to talk about today. I'm glad you're here. The crate is out. We're going to go over the October crate today. We're going to announce some prize winners. Got some new prizes for this one. Oh, and I forgot my buddy Dart. Dart, will you sit there? He says, nope. Not in the least. There we go. There's Dart. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go over all that stuff today. It's going to be, lots to go over. The fun thing is, let's see if I can find my live here. Make sure that we're going live. Cool. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. All right, I got to turn this down. Come on. Down. All right, we are muted. There we go. Now I can go. I can give everybody hearts and stuff like that. So, all right. So now that you're all here, well, most of you. Anyways, good morning. All right, Curtis Glenn is on. What did you guys think of this month's crate? It was a little bit different. It was... we're trying out some new things. We always try out some new things. But this one is a little different. So you guys might notice that if you got your box. Christina's on. Hello. So this box right here is our brand new box. Now, the one you got last month, it had some printing errors in it that we didn't like. We tuned it up and touched it up. And so this box is the brand new one. I'm really liking it. It's got some great color on it. And once again, we made sure to put the little blank spots up here so that if you use this for storage, you can write what you put in it and then put it on your shelf so that it's, wah. Here we go. So, yeah, really liking this crate. So everything is going out. So I'm going to warn you now, if you haven't got your crate and you don't want to know what's in it, watch this later. Go ahead. You can comment and say hi and then bamf out if you want because we're going to go over everything. And there's a lot of stories behind this particular one. Every crate, there's a lot of stories. And this is like the third month we've brought this fulfillment back to Omaha, back to our office in Benson and getting that whole all set up. The online store is there, and I took you through a tour of that. I'm going to try and you'll see more when we do our Extra Life event. I'm really trying to get this set up so that we can stream properly. So, Matt, good to see you. Hello. And Matt, good to see you. Hello. All right. So, okay, let's open this up. So, first off, before we open this up, I want to let you guys know a shipping update has happened. Shipping, I got to let you know, was interesting this time. It went pretty smooth. We were able to ship. I want to thank Trility for one, Christina. Thanks for helping, as well as Johnny Ireland. You might see him on here. He came in and helped. Kevin Coffey popped in even and gave a little help. And then, of course, Floyd came back. He came from Lincoln, came back to Omaha, And I made him help at the very end of it and help him. We packed up the rest of the crates and we played some Kings of War, which I'll put some video, I don't think I have video, but I do have some photos of it. But he came in and he defeated my army this time. He defeated the army of the Golden Army. So, of Amon Anurk. But just barely. So what's in your cup today? I got... So yes, shipping went smooth. The only thing that was weird about this shipping is that we had to go through and it seemed that I was missing some crates and missing some product. We're like, wait a minute. Oh, we had a problem with doubling sometimes. When you replace the rolls in the thermal printer, the labels could be doubled. So I had to go through each and every one, and I had to print out the list of all the subscribers and go through and look at every single box and mark them off in the highlighter and do that. That was a lot. So there's a lot more handling of this crate today, this month, and that's something you guys don't ever see. What you also don't see is the amount of time it takes to assemble all the products, put them in the bags so that they look nice, so they don't spread out and get lost in the box or get lost in postage. We spend a lot of time now putting this stuff together, and we did that in the first year and a half. So this time, yeah, there was a lot of putting it together. We had a really large mini, which almost didn't make everything else fit. But not only did we do that, and again, we make all our own maps, map tiles on there. We make some of our own products. We debuted a new product in this box that we're very excited about. Oh, man, see, now if I had the phone, we could go answer that. Remember when I used to be able to go and we answered, and we always, it seemed like every live is right when the UPS comes or FedEx or something. Yeah, that's weird. Our ring apparently isn't working. So, anyways, yeah, a lot of stuff you don't see on that. So we packaged everything up, and I'll show you that here in a second, but we almost didn't have enough room. It was pretty cool. So I am pretty excited about seeing what you guys do with this miniature in here, painting it. I'm going to paint it. I want to do a thing on it because this one's really cool. I don't know why I like this one better than the other large ones, but I kind of do. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and there is a way to pack it, too, and I could show you when we do this. So, Chris Oliver, good to see you. Marshall. Hello, hello. Delta Junction. All right. Yeah, I'm not familiar with being in Delta Junction, but I was in Alaska for 5 years, so I know what Delta Junction is. It's, yeah, cold. Vincenzo, thank you. Good to see you here. All right, so let's do this. Let's open this up. Now, we do have a prize to give away for last week's, which would be this mini skull. Maniac Skull metal pin from 1980. Who? Yeah, that's right. 1980. This. 1980 Bangarang. So, there you go. Right, I know. So, I feel weird calling it a mini. I guess it would be a model. A model, yes. Yeah, we decided since Doug was mentioning that it only looked about half full that we'd make it super full this time. All right, let's go through this. Let's look at it, and I'll tell you the story about how everything gets put together as we go. So, like I said, we had some issues with our box company trying to get us the right print that we did. We went round and round and round. You wouldn't believe that they sent us 2 shipments of boxes that were printed wrong. So we're like, oh boy. All right. So we finally got our new one in. We got the box in. They even have a place for the labels. And so that was a thing. So not only do you have to fold all the boxes, we have to fold all the boxes, get those all set up. We have to take all the items that we have and pre-package them, put them in bags, and put those bags in bags, and then put those bags in the box. Try not to overpackage because, waste, but also this also keeps them right in there. Again, this month we didn't have to do any packing paper, so it went pretty quick. So when you open this October box, if you guys are ready, yeah. All right. The first thing you see is this. That's the adventure. Oh, there we go. Look familiar? Yeah, Matt, you should post that, the side by side. So yes, Matt, we wanted to have this October, of course, is Halloween coming up. We want to have a Halloween theme. So the first thing you got to see was this. Again, it's our 16 page this time. We went an extra couple of pages. As you can see, It's a false cover, which I thought was super cool. We've never done this before. There's the actual cover right there. You get all the chapters for this right here. So I'll go over this at the end because there is some explaining to do about this particular adventure. Let's look what's next. So then we have the insert with an open. These are going to be great. You can have a bunch of these open tiles. You're going to want more of these. If anybody does want some more of these, I could put them together in some packs. I do like to donate these to schools or to youth groups that are having stuff, but I am putting together a big old collection of these on our wall, on our hallway wall outside of the dungeon. I'm going to spray glue them up on the wall and put them together. I think it'd be cool. Yeah, but how would you see anything inside? Because miniatures don't stand on it. They can't sit this way. Well, that's the cool thing. We've solved that problem. But let's look at these. Ow, ow. Don't cut your nose. Don't paper cut your nose. That hurts. So on one side, you've got this tower. So these tiles go along with the adventure. Or you can do whatever. Ooh, this is a cabin. A bloody cabin in the woods. So we've got 3 of those. You got 3 levels of the tower, and you got 3 cabins to go along with it. 3 bloody cabins. All of them are, of course, glossy. We also have this. Thank you, Necronomicast, which is my other podcast. It is a horror-based podcast. I've had that for about 6-7 years. We got Brian Corey's our producer. Lori and I are also co-hosts on that, as well as our friend Zip. Christina is also on there sometimes. And we do horror movie reviews. We do interviews with celebrities, different actors, producers, writers, directors, that kind of thing, and special effects, makeup artists. There's lots of stuff you can see. Did a lot of interviews from a whole bunch of different actors from classic horror films, as well as or iconic ones, as well as producers and writers from those films. Special effects, makeup artists. We've had some really great ones in the industry. Actually, one friend of ours from Omaha, actually, who works for Greg Nicotero in California, and also we've had, I think, 5 different contestants of Sci-Fi's Face Off on that show as well, which also led us into last year's October Crate, which was sponsored by Sig Neutron and his Sleazy Universe. All right, so we got the Necronomicast on the back. It's got a little thing for our Black Dragon Friday event. Epic prize giveaway. So that little ad is in there as well. Before I go over this item, I'm going to go over some of the other ones that are in the crate. Oh, right. In the digital crate, I'll be sending out the email for the digital password today. You'll not know when until you get it. But will it really work? Who knows? Maybe it's all a dream. All right, so you also get this little handy little bag, and from Metallic Dice Games. We've had glow-in-the-dark dice before. Oh, look at that. It came up right on the 20. We've had glow-in-the-dark sets. We've had all sorts of stuff, but for Metallic Dice Games. But this one, yay! This was a big, nice size D20. And it's funny, you will have received one of 3 colors. And the other two colors are in my backpack. I stole them. Yeah, Hattress, you love Face Off. Yes, go back and go check out the Necronomicast page, and you can go down and see our guest list, and you'd see all the people we've had on there. So yeah, this is cute. This is really cool. I like this. It does glow up. You're gonna have to put it up against the light. They all glow the same color, but I think we had a regular, like a white glow, the orange, and the blue. Right? Blue. Something like that. Another thing that I've been wanting to do for quite a while to supplement our map. So our map tiles we have designed to make sure that there's like no waste. Now you can use these in any of your games if you want to write them into the games, even the dungeon tiles. But we've got these on glossy cardstock so that you can use them. And in here too, we've got wet erase pens. So in this crate, you're going to see, there we go. I've always wanted to have some dungeon, like it's something hard to get, but we finally got some Dungeon Crate wet erase markers. You get a red one and a black one. You're going to probably need the red one a lot.
Kill all the players. Yes. All right. Now.
Oh, and also, we got this awesome button. Thank you, Christina, for making all these. I have all this button equipment. And a lot of times we'll purchase them, but sometimes for these kind of things, we actually hand make them. So Christina handmade, hand pressed and made many of these Necronomicast buttons. So that's what that is. It's our logo, the little Jason mask with little headphones down. All right, and then we get to the thing that took up the most room. This creature, which you will see in the adventure or something like it. In the adventure, you end up getting this, it's like a monster squad, and then they're trying to release this giant demon, and if they release the demon, well, then you get to fight it, but otherwise you get to paint it at birth, which is really fun, right? So I put one together, and by put together, I mean just put together. I did not glue it, so if it falls apart, there we go. But it is this big. It's pretty sweet. All right, that's really bright. Let's see if we can tone that down a bit so you can see better. It's this. Oh no. 10 hit points. And then this comes off too. The maw. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's hefty. It's got hooves. It looks cool. It's got a mouth, kind of, I think, down where its wiener's supposed to be. I don't know. Anyways, it's cool. I'm going to paint this up. I want everybody else to paint it up and post on our Adventurers Guild page because I want to see these painted. Yes. All right, so that was the big one there. Let's go back through, and the last thing I want to show you guys, our new product. We have been trying to get this rolling for a while. Quest stickers. Yes. So you'll get this. This is the instruction card that you'll get on it for quest stickers. And that's what we have the guitar picks for. They're really not called guitar picks now. They're called quest sticker pickers. That is the best name I could come up with. But yes, I found when we were kind of doing these, I found that, or kind of designing these, found that how do you pick them up? We were thinking about tabs, so you can just pick them up with your finger. But you know, you cut your fingernails and you can't even get it up, and we don't want to ruin the quest stickers. So we used these guitar picks, and they work fantastically for placing and removing the quest stickers. So what are quest stickers? Well, quest stickers are microsuction. Not colorform stuff. It's similar to colorform stuff, but microsuction terrain and tokens. So on here, you're going to find everybody, or you're going to find a bunch of stuff. We have some death slithers down here. If you ever saw Slither, that's kind of what they are. Only these have teeth, and they burrow into you. Instead of just going down your throat, they actually start eating you. We've got tokens for some of the other enemies. We've got blood spatters, so you can pull these off. We've got what are these? Ooh, I don't know what these arcane evil symbols are, but you're going to want to read and find out. But you have them there. And then, of course, we've got some of the other items that you might find in the cabins. And, oh, these guys, too, the little pumpkin dudes. So there's a number of ways that you can use these. I'm going to do a full video on how to use all these. But along with that came these stands. So let's look at that first. Where are my picks? Oh, here they are. So everybody got 6 stands to go along with the quest stickers, and 2 picks of random colors. So let's look at the picks. All right. All right. Let me see here. Where is this? Okay, I'm just going to ruin that and just pull this right out. All right, so guitar picks. I'm going to use this. And so the cool thing about the quest stickers is that, let's say we're going to pull off, let's pull off this guy right here. He looks scary. You can pull them off. Now, they stick to the picks pretty nicely. And that's how... So they are a little bit rigid there. They're clear. Now the back, of course, is the microsuction. Now I tested these out. These should stick on all of our terrain tiles. All the map tiles that you get, they'll stick on these real nice. And you can also stick these. The cool thing is you can stick these on most table surfaces. They'll stay fairly put. Battle maps, which like color forms and those kind of things, the window cling stuff will not stick to anything. It'll just slide around. These will. These will stick. These will mark your, you can put these on pretty much, well, I'd like to see what else you can put these on, but they're great. And also, we're making these so that you can put them on bases as well if you want a movable foe. So what we did was we tried these out. We got these pre-made bases here. I'm going to go ahead and put this right in there using the Quest sticker picker, and it just goes right on real easy. Boop, boop, boop. Now, the problem is it is a bit dark, but there it is. He's supposed to be in the dark. He's supposed to be in the dark cabin. Not a huge fan of the black. I think the black would come in handy for a couple of different things, but I'm going to move to clear, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to order some clear ones of these. We can get them in different colors, translucent colors, things like that, but I want to try some clear ones so that we have like clear minis, so you can either put them like this and stand them on there. We've got the circle ones, which are more like the Roll20 assets. Now you can put this on a base of some sort. So it sticks like on the button here. You can just boop. If you've got a base or something it'll stick on, you can stick it on there and then move this around. Not on the button, but you know what I'm saying. But you can move it around the game table just by having it on a base if there's anything that you want. Or you can just pick it right up. Well, let's look at it and see what it looks like on one of these as well. Okay, let's look at a Death Slither. A Death Slither. All right, so a Death Slither, we're gonna take one of the cabins, all right? And all you gotta do is place this wherever it's going to be. Sticks right on there. It's clear, so it looks like it's actually part of the image on there. And then all you have to do, let's see if we can do this, is get your quick sticker picker right underneath there. Stick it to that. Pull it off. It stays where you want. Oh, it moves another 5 feet. All right, boom, there it is. Back on. So these I'm experimenting with. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a full video on this once I got some other ones. And just so you know, we are working on all sorts of stuff. So we're going to be launching a Kickstarter on this on November 1st. That's our goal. Where we can have different sets. So you'll be able to have bases for these. You'll be able to have 3D stands for these. We're going to have quest stickers that are going to be dungeon terrain, forest terrain, all sorts of terrain. We're going to have quest stickers that in different sets, but we'll have a nice basic set, and there'll be full pages, so that won't be this size, 6x8. It's going to be an 8.5 by 11 sheet, and we're going to roll it from there. And I'll do some more videos on it and show you kind of things like that. If you've got something in mind that you think would make a good quest sticker, go ahead and send it to us, because since we're making them, we can do things like that. We want to know what you need. What are some of the things that you need that would work? Once these are on, they fit really great. I mean, they're really neat, and you can put them right back on the sheet if you like. The other thing for storage of these, I think you can use if you just use a glossy tiles. For that matter, you could probably make a little notebook of just all the dungeon tile like these. Stick them on there, and so you can so you don't lose them. But yeah, that's something that dropping everything. That's something that we're working on. I'm pretty excited about. Now, one thing, if it is a bit too dark on here, what I'm going to try... Well, look at that Inception. Whoa. Yeah, okay. If it's too dark, what I'm going to try and do is either take some enamel paint, might be the best, or fingernail polish, white kind of stuff. I'm going to try all the paints. I got, a bunch of these. So what I can do is we'll try it out. We'll try each one and we'll paint it in there. I suppose you can paint them different colors, but I'm going to try and paint white in here to see if it makes them pop a little bit more. You can try that out as well. If you come up with any other solutions like that, go ahead and throw it up on the Adventurers Guild. But I think the clear ones are going to be really sweet. So we'll have those available as well. I am going to have, we're starting to put up on our store, of course, the adventures. And you'll see more of the stuff coming up on the store really quick. So we'll have our adventures up there. Each adventure comes in its own package. Of course, if you buy the physical copy, you're going to be able to get the physical copy of it. You're going to get also some extras, which will be the map tiles that have come with it, or they're going to be things like the quest stickers. So if we you know, when we put the October module on the site, it will come with those Quest stickers, and that's something that we're looking at doing too, is kind of supplementing the Quest stickers. And that way it keeps it nice and flat. You can use regular minis if you have them. If you don't, then we've got custom ones that you can use with this adventure, and I think it's pretty easy peasy. So some of the other things that we were working on our prototype are these kind of things. Of course, Matt from Dungeon Doodles designing all these, which is fantastic. And what I really wanted is for us to be able to use these tiles. Let's see here. Boom. So the cool thing is, let me show you two things here. One, traps are awesome. So here we got the tile. Now we're going to put, we've shaped the, here we go. Sized these. So this one is a quick sticker, or Quest sticker that's right there. There, all of a sudden, boom. Pit trap! Ah! But if that's not enough, guess what? How about a pit trap with, and you can, in it, there's a little border, so it actually looks like it's, well, that one doesn't, but pit trap with spikes. So those kinds of things. Reveals are great with these because if you're using these, then you can just throw them right down. You can cover it up. You can do whatever you want. Oh, and say we've got a doorway, and you're putting these together. So here's the card. Say you've got a doorway. We're going to put the doorway right here. Maybe you can do it. And you can do a doorway like that. You can also, when you put these two together, stick the doorway together, or stick the tiles together using your doors. That's pretty cool, right? All right. So the other thing with these, and I wanted to see somebody experiment with this, is that you can, if you look in the rounds right here in between, and on the Quest sticker sheet, if you look here, it kind of shows you in between those. You can cut out little swatches, little X's of this material, the leftover flashing that you basically peel these off of in between these, cut them, and actually use these as little Band-Aids to affix your tiles together, either to the table, to the battle mat, or to each other, like so. Pretty nice. If you do have a problem with them moving, say you're doing this on a nice slick table, you can do things, or a battle mat, you can do things like a little touch of double stick tape, put them all down like that. But I'm very excited about these because I always wanted to have some different items on it. You know, like these torches. Come on, man. Oh, I don't even have it. I don't have one with walls, but the torches. See, now I'm even getting ahead of myself with a quick sticker. The Quest sticker picker. I keep calling them quick stickers, so please forgive me. I even came up with a name, and I can't get that out of my head. So when you have walls, it's kind of cool because you can put the torches up there. So we'll have torches with ambient light, different dungeon dressings, things like that, magic items. Spell effects are going to be great. We're going to have spell effects, and then we can have things like, spiritual hammer, spiritual weapon, where you would actually place that on a stand, and or like you can have like a translucent blue stand, and we might have like a, we can do all sorts of stuff with that, but we're going to have spell effects and all that kind of stuff. So if you see anybody else coming out with something like that, well, we did this version first. Not the first ones to actually do this kind of product. I know that you can find something like this out there, but what we wanted to do with it was kind of change it up a bit, make it more useful, make it something that everybody could use, make them not just like stickers you can just decorate whatever with, but we wanted to make these playable things, like things that you, instead of having to draw it out or having a physical 3D piece, you have these. So it's not, and the other thing is when we do DC Kids, and we have our kids box that we're going to make available soon, these will be great for them too. So let me know what you think of these. Please give us some feedback on it. We are in the throes of developing this and getting it all ready for the Kickstarter. And again, like I said, I will have a video done for you soon showing you the layout of different things like that. So, all right. Oh, let's see. I'm just looking through some of the things here. Oh, Alvin, good to see you. I haven't seen you around for a while. Sin is back on. Dun, dun, dun. Hatch dress. All right, I think I see everybody. Sweet. All right, now I'm super hot. It's too warm in here. All right. So before I forget, it's probably time to give away a prize before I go into the adventure. You guys want to know who the winner is of this prize. And also, you know what? There's a winner for, remember when I said somebody in the October subscriber list will get the Obsidian Crypt from Reaper Bones? That's going to happen today, too. Boom. So, Maniac Skull. So, you know what I need? We're going to give away this prize right now. I need some drum roll, please. Who is the winner? Let's see if we can do this. Oh, here we go. Ready? We look right over here. Let's see if I can do it. One. Boop. There we go. John Richard. Congratulations. You are a winner in our book. Thanks for bringing. Oh, do I need to turn this light back on? Oh, I'm blind. Great. All right. Fantastic. Congratulations to John Richard. You won the silver Maniac Skull from 1980. Who 1980 who doesn't just make pins. You guys should go check out the website. He's got some great wood products like retro stuff, like mini boom boxes and turntables and things like that, which are really sweet. Go check those out. We have more stuff coming up from 1982 in the upcoming boxes. A couple more pins, and one is going to be a special sweet counter that I can't tell you much about. Dart had to go away. That I can't tell you about, but super neat. Super neat. And completely, it's not just an off-the-shelf product. This is something that we're having designed right now. So, yes. Hey, Nils, good to see you. All right, let's go over the module real quick. Not real quick, but let's go over the module. All right, Necronomicon, as you can tell. Does it look like me? I don't know. Thanks, Matt. And so this is one that I had an idea about. And I wanted to write this module because I kind of like writing the Halloween modules, or, the fall module. Although now I am really going to make sure that I have a module completely done before I submit it to be put in the crate so that I'm not late. I'm busy. I got lots of stuff, and I'm trying to make this. So everybody that writes for us always has a different, and if you notice that everybody has a different style, and I love that. Floyd's got a different writing style, and different adventure setup style as far as the things that you can do. And then Kevin has a very distinctive style as well. And the themes and everything that happen with Kevin's are different. Mine have both tended to be just crazy out there, what the fuck kind of modules. So, yeah, this one falls into that. So my idea for this one was again with the kind of paying a nod to all the horror films that I like, again, because Necronomicast, I'm working. We're doing Necronomicast, and of course October is a big month for that, and so I thought, how do I incorporate that? I mean, what would you do? How would you stat out some of these psychotic killers, and how would you play some of these situations? It seems like it works right in the movie, but how do you actually play it in a game? Well, so, and this is something that we were discussing also with Mr. Manganello. Got some pretty interesting ideas from Joe as well. So thank you, Joe. Let's look this. All right, so you get the synopsis at the front. There are 5 chapters, okay? Each chapter, let's go through. Let me look at this. So you get the adventure, the synopsis, the background, Children of the Corn Maze. This was one that I thought would be interesting. So, Children of the Corn Maze is an adventure where you get to go through and solve the issue of the missing farmer, missing children. You're going to go through, you're going to go take this, you're going to go investigate the farm. And so what I wanted to do is kind of give it that cultish feel. And again, spoilers on the module. If you're going to play this, well, actually, not too many spoilers, but you're going to get a little bit of background. Mainly my point with the Corn Maze was the fact that you have possessed children. And what do you do with that? And they're the ones that you're supposed to rescue and supposed to find. So you go in there all ready for battle. You're ready to kick some ass, and you go out, and all of a sudden the people that are attacking you are the kids you're supposed to save. And they're really attacking you. They got sharp, pointy things. And kids with sharp, pointy things that are possessed by demons, That's kind of scary to me. So hopefully you can make it scary as well. Now, when you set this up like, have some good atmosphere for this. So this is all about your presentation. This module will work if you present it in a way that is fun and kind of scary and weird. So set that all up for you. So you're going to get out there in the maze and they're going to have to decide, are they going to kill the children or are they going to try and save them? And how do they save them? How do they get them unpossessed? How do they return them back to their parents? How do they defeat this? So things happen and you figure this out and you either kill the children or you do not. So let's see what you guys do with this. I really, really want people to play this and I want reports back. I would love to see this. I want to run this actually. So we may be doing a game, either a Roll20 game or actually in-session game that I might roll this and use all the stuff. So we might just actually have a in-person tabletop game. All right, chapter 2 is The Nightmare on Elm's Tree. Oh, yeah. So this was the hardest one. I will have some nightmares that I'm going to be putting up, suggested nightmares that you can use on the digital side of the crate. I'm still finishing that up, so that will be on today or tomorrow. But you'll get that. And so this is a situation where your players all go and take a rest, but they take a rest in all these flowers and for some reason you get a chance of falling asleep, and it has something to do with the trees, it has something to do with whatever, but you start dreaming. Actually start dreaming heavily. And so what the Dungeon Master has to do with this is you're going to have to take these dreams and you're going to have to put your characters into them, because what's in the dream is what I call the Dream Stalker. And the Dream Stalker, of course, has one long hand of claws, and it can kill you in your dream. For real. So Dungeon Masters can make up any rules they want now. You're in a dream. Anything. So the Dungeon Master can say, okay, well, he comes out with a big giant hammer that does 1 to 20 damage or 1 to 50 damage, or it doesn't matter. And you're going to have to balance this as a DM, because it all comes around. You'll find out. But there's a way to not get killed in the dream as well. You're going to want to read up on that and then figure it out, because there is some mysteries in all of this. And then, of course, some twists might occur as well. So as a Dungeon Master, you're going to be able to take your players and put them into a dream state and then try and kill them. And if they die in their dream, they die in real life. So go ahead and get ready to shred that character sheet, because it's going to be gone if you do not live. And most likely, if you do not figure out how to battle this thing that is in your dream, you will die. So this is a very, very dangerous one. Handle it how you will. Players might get upset. They say, you can't do that. That's not in the rules. Well, there are no rules in the dream state. So this is really pushing your role-playing. It's really pushing your role-playing and the patience of your players. So we'll see. But in the end, you'll see. Read this one all the way through, because you'll figure out. You won't have any friends that will unfriend you on Facebook because of this. So, all right. So chapter 3, Murder at Camp Crystal Lake. Yeah, that was a title that was not super original, right? It's pretty straightforward. Murder at Camp Crystal Lake. Crystal Clear Lake. Sorry, Camp Crystal Clear Lake. My thought on this was, how do I make Friday the 13th into an adventure? How do you make Jason into a playable NPC? Well, we did that. That was weird. Okay, so we did that. I'm talking about this now. That just freaked me out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, so we did that. And you will, my thought was, okay, we have a camp by a lake. It was an old fighter training camp, and it's got, of course, the archery range, and it's got the fighting pit. It's got all this different areas. It's got 3 cabins, and then it's got a main room, a main cabin that is more like the hall where everybody meets, and there all the instructors will sleep and whatnot. Well, something happened, and a kid was being hazed or whatever, a trainee, and he got killed. And killed. We don't know if it was because of hazing or whatever. But anyways, of course, the mother then casts a curse on everything and kills herself in the ultimate sacrifice. And now something lurks at Crystal Clear Lake. And so we bring in your adventurers, and they're supposed to figure out what happens. Now, each cabin has a grisly murder scene. And that's what these are. You're going to go in there, and you're going to see, and it's going to, and that was really fun to try and write. So you're trying to take these And as a dungeon master, you can expand on all this. The descriptive part, I had so much room, so I'm really relying on you guys to add to that descriptive portion. I mean, it's maybe it could smell. There'd be flies. There could be all sorts of stuff. It'll just be shocking and brutal when you walk in. And each cabin has a description of what you see in there and what happens. Now, the other thing is too with the creature. Not only the Dreamstalker can do all sorts of interesting things, but so can this abomination that comes after your characters. And I had to write that with some, interesting rules. So you can make this interesting as well. So how do you take, Jason seems to be everywhere at every time. You turn around, bah, he's right there. You didn't even hear him. How does that happen? And how can you not, how come he keeps coming back alive? Well, there's a few things you can use on that, and I kind of put that in there as well. So it will be interesting, and just mess with your players on this. This is not one that you're going to have to adhere so strictly to a lot of things. And maybe if you are a rules person, there's not really a lot of rules you're going to be breaking here, but it's all about how you tell the story. So think about the movies that these are based off of. Also in here, I'd like to find out how many people can find all of the Easter eggs. All throughout this entire module, there are Easter eggs and nods to all sorts of horror movies. I'd like you to post them if you can find them in the text, in the copy, and whatever. It's not, obviously the titles or nods. But yeah, so trying to get the Jason character figured out was super fun, and I hope you can balance it out as far as how many players you have, what they're doing, where they go, what are they investigating. They're going to want to investigate everything. You never know what's going to happen in this, and that's the most dangerous part of playing these things, is you never know, especially some of it's outside, some of it's inside. It's a horror movie. Make anything happen you want, and then describe it like that. When they kill something or when something happens, describe it. All right, the next one is the Night of the Evil Living Dead. Try to stuff in a couple of those nods in the title there. And this one, I really like the idea of, one of my favorite horror movies, of course, is Evil Dead. My second favorite horror movie is Evil Dead, the remake. So I loved that. And I like the whole cabin in the woods theme. So what happens here is that you're in a tavern, and all of a sudden you hear these two teenagers reading out of some sort of arcane book. You look over, and right as you're about to say, hey, that's probably not a great idea, boom, you're gone. More knocking out there. You're gone. And you wake up in a cabin in the woods. So I've kind of combined a few things. You wake up in a cabin. There happens to be some possessed people. They've released these demonoids. And you try and go outside, and it's just surrounded by a ever-growing throng of zombies that are coming after you. And then you try and leave the forest. It doesn't seem to, there's a lot of mystery involved there. And you have to figure out what you need to do and figure out what kind of ritual you need to perform to get back to the tavern. If you do, or you just die there. So that's that one. And then the next one, the last one, is A Frightful Night. I couldn't do one. I mean, the funny thing is I don't have I only have Easter egg nods to Halloween. But I do have a nod to, of course, Monster Squad. Yay! And Fright Night. So this is a combination of Fright Night and Monster Squad. You're going to want to, you're going to get a kid comes in, I believe, tells them that there was a vampire that has moved. Now, he's sure that the vampire has moved into the tower next door, on his land, on his farmland. And so you have to go investigate that. And it just so happens, there's people there that is occupied by some not so human entities. So you get to go through this tower adventure too. And on the back of these cabin tiles, you've got the towers. So you will be fighting, of course, if you see on the quest stickers right now. We have our enemies. We have the Jason character. We've got that. But here is your, I always had to have the vampire. There's your werewolf. We've got this guy, which is more like your Frankenstein. And you've got your mummy. And you've got the creature from the Black Lagoon. Or a troglodyte, as we put it. So, all right. So that's what you get in there, and you get to battle the monster. You get to be the monster squad, for crying out loud. Matt did an awesome job on the artwork on this, like he does on all the modules. There is this one is, I will say, again, it does push the boundaries of some rules. It asks you to do a lot of role playing yourself. It's fairly dangerous. Look at that. I think it's fantastic. We've got the bestiary in the back, so you'll see that we've got the pumpkin fiends. We have zombie cows of doom. Jonas Stark. We've got the Dream Stalker. There's the Dream Stalker we were talking about. The Death Slithers. Death Slithers. And the Abomination. So you'll get stats for those things, and then there's special features that they do. But yeah, I do have zombie cows in there, and that was fun too. Zombie cows. You know when they moo? It's like the cast fear. What? So there are little things in each one of these encounters. You can either play this as a whole town, like a whole sad town that's just messed up. You can go from one to the next. You can do this like in a series of campaigns. Keep it all in it, however you want to do it in the mist or something like that. Or you can just throw these into your adventure and just make them maybe a fun encounter for a Halloween setting, Halloween game, if you want to do that. So, yay. All right. Chris is on his way to making the pizzas. So, yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy this. Please give us some feedback on it. It'd be nice. And just like all of our modules, too. We're going to be putting out a survey soon that will ask you about the adventures. We talked to you last time about, and by we, I mean the people in my head, about do you play the adventures? Are they something that you want to see expanded on? Do you care about the world that we have developed? Do you strictly like the accessories? So things like that. I want to find out more about that. What would make you want to play them more? What do you like about them? What aren't, what's something that you just don't care about? Maybe it's that. Things that we can improve on that would be great. So let me know, because it is something that we put a lot of effort into, because we just want to make these the best as possible. We can't tell who's going to use them, who's not going to use them. You may not use them now, and you may go and use them later. So let us know about that too, because we put a lot of work into these things, and it's not necessarily something that is it's not the highest priced item we put in the crate, but we're spending a lot of time on them. We could just go out and buy an adventure, which we've done before, and we might, we'll see about what's happening, but we can just do that, but somebody else is already on. The reason why we started going to our own adventures is because we had different ideas on how to write them, how to present them. We had different ideas on what we liked and didn't like about other homebrew adventures, how we wanted the flavor text to be, what kind of content did we want to do, how easy is it to read and run the module without having to study it the entire time and highlight the things you can or cannot say to the players. So we really, really tried to make this as easy as possible and as entertaining as possible. I love the fact that it's a book thing. I loved the old modules. I loved them going and getting those, the thin ones that you used to get at the comic book shop, and I just like those a lot. I like the full-size ones. We can't put full-size ones into our thing, but I'd love to start expanding on that and start selling those. But that's kind of our motivation for these. So I really hope that you guys dig it. Yeah. Hey, Floyd's mom. Everybody say hi to Floyd's mom. All right. Oh, so what else is happening? Let me look at I did have this. Okay, so we went over that. Went over Black Dragon Friday. Told you that's going to be happening. I showed you that thing. We're going to have more news and updates on Black Dragon Friday. We have a lot of amazing prizes that we're putting into multiple. We have one giant prize package that we have, and then I'm working on a couple of multiples, so that it's not one of those things where you're like, oh well, I'm never going to win. There's like one winner. It's like winning a lottery. I want this to be more of or less of winning the lottery and more like, hey, let's participate, because there's a pretty darn good chance I could win. So I'm going to give you guys some bonuses and some inspiration for your die rolls on this. So I'll be telling you more about our vendors and what prices we have in there. I'll be able to show those off. It's not going to be a mystery package. It's going to be, you guys going to see it. And this will be something for subscribers and non-subscribers. That's the point. Why I just offer this to try and get new subscribers when I have an amazing group of people that are already subscribers. We have the best subscribers. I got to tell you, I think that our subscribers participate. They get it. You guys are doing an amazing job of spreading the word. And when I see other subscription box companies and I see the interactions they have with some of their customers and whatnot, I can safely say that I'm pretty blessed on the people that are working with us. And you guys are working with us. You're members, and I do appreciate that. You guys are letting us know what we're doing right, what we can improve on. And most every single time there's an issue, when we respond back, you guys are very thankful, or you guys are very, gracious and patient and understanding about that. So that's really cool. I hope that keeps going. I hope what we're doing is working for you. And just know that we're continually trying to make the best box we can each month. And that is just a huge balance of many, many different things. Picture like that whole thing where you're spinning the plates. That's what we're doing. And we're planning like months out. We're trying to purchase stuff ahead of time. We're trying to coordinate the boxes and all the items, find out what we have to assemble, what's going to work, what's not going to work, that kind of thing. So, hey, Matt, Tess here? Nice. Good to see you. So, yeah, no, hey, Sarah, didn't you see I got fully healed up? We had a great Roll20 session the other night, and Sarah was right there, on it for the whole time pretty much. So thanks for that. All right, so November crate, I'll have more on that next Tuesday because right now I don't have my. It is like the birthday month. So we have some coins going in there. We have some all sorts of other stuff going in there you're going to really like. But again, reviews and sharing. If you guys would, we're coming into that gift giving season. I am going to be launching a certain category on our online store for gifts and gift ideas. So we'll be featuring a lot of things that we will not have in the crate, can't put in the crate, a little more expensive, a little bit different items, still role-playing. Mainly it's a RPG lifestyle and some other awesome larger items that we cannot put in there. So those will be their own category on the online store, which I'll be able to share with you soon. And pretty happy about that. But again, with the reviews, if you haven't yet, if you wouldn't mind leaving a review, this is like the critical time to do it because now is the time that all the grandmas and moms and dads and maybe all the non-nerds that are trying to get a gift for their son or nephew or whatever, well, we need to know what one to get. And again, there's many options out there. There's RPG Crate, there's Myth, or there's all these different ones out there. And well, Dungeon Crate is out here and we do something a little bit different than all of them. So help them make that decision. Don't just let them go into it blind and waste their money and then I'll have to refund later or whatnot. Because really you don't offer refunds, but you know what I mean. It helps them out. So be honest with it. Let us know what you think. It does help us out to get us exposed to other people too. And that's what the sharing does as well. We have almost 14,000 fans on our Facebook page alone. And I can guarantee you we do not have 14,000 subscriptions. So let's try and fix that by the end of the year. Not only liking the page, but also, finding out people that can subscribe. If they want to try it out, suggest an Adventure Vault. New stuff going into that all the time. So leave a review on the Cratejoy page or on the Facebook page. That's also super helpful. And then sharing it. Just sharing it periodically. If you guys are out there, you hear some people liking stuff, just be careful where you share it. Don't share it in groups that will flag it. But feel free to share it if you like it. If you've painted up a miniature, or you've painted up, or you're using so you got some photos of your group playing the game at the event, at a game night, share it out there and help us out that time, in that way. Because we're really trying to do as much as I try and do as much as I can for you guys, as far as like I'm just trying to throw everything out there. I mean, prizes. I love to give prizes away. It's one of my favorite things. But I also like shipping stuff. I don't like selling stuff. I don't like to sell anybody on anything. So if they see something they like, they come and they buy it. One of my favorite things is to pack it up, boop, 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 put the tape on it, send it away, and it just makes me feel good to be able to ship off stuff. Looking forward to that every time. So moving on, our next thing on the list was the Quest Stickers Kickstarter. Again, keep an eye out for that. I'm sure you won't need to because I'm going to be blasting it out everywhere. It's our first official Dungeon Crate Kickstarter 4 quest stickers, and there'll be all sorts of fun video to go along with that, but we'll share it out. In the meantime, and that's going to be sometime in November. We're thinking November 1st, but as it looks like now, it may or may not happen November 1st, but pretty close so that you can get these for Christmas and for the holidays and for Hanukkah and all that kind of stuff. So our Extra Life event is going to happen on November 3rd. That's going to be 25 hours of nonstop gaming. We're going to have tables. We're going to have people over. We're going to have a little open house right here in Omaha, Nebraska. If you're here, I'm going to be making up an event. We're going to put it up there, and we're going to get some people to come on down and check out the dungeon, check out the online store, and also participate in some tabletop games that we'll be running there. I think Christine is coming down, as well as Jacob, and we're going to be running some tabletop games. Tracy will be running some different games. We've got Floyd running a D&D game, and so we've got it all happening. It's going to be fun. And so you'll be able to chime in on Twitch and probably any of our live pages, I believe, for a little bit of streaming. We'll be going live throughout the time. We're not going to do 25 hours of live, but we are going to be doing at least a few of these live streams as we go. If you haven't yet, if you want to donate, this whole thing is to raise money. And, you can help the Dungeon Crate, Team Dungeon Crate. Yes, you don't have to be on the team, but you can help us out just by going to the Extra Life page, and you can donate anything you want. I don't care. Anything you want. You can donate $1. You can donate $1,000. But since I have this show, right, and the other guys don't, they can only comment. I get the attention. So I'm going to say sign up under my name because I am severely behind Floyd. And I already lost to him once on Kings of War. He already defeated my army after I kicked his ass the first time. So I'm not going to let him kick my ass on the donations, on the fundraising either. I want to raise money for it. So I've already got a few Sarah donated. I appreciate that. I think we just got another donation in. So if you want to join Team Dungeon Crate and donate, awesome. If you want to help us raise money, you can also join Team Dungeon Crate in helping us do that. And then, of course, playing. But if you just want to help out Team Dungeon Crate, Team Wayne, you can just donate under my name. Who knows what you might get? Anyways, that's all happening, and I hope you guys chime in for that. Nerd Babes is coming along too. We talked to you about that. Christine is kind of heading that up. We've got pretty much all noobs. Of course, Lori's gonna try. She's gonna play. I got to get a character rolling for her. I know Trilogy, who you'll meet here at some point. I'm sure we'll introduce Trilogy. And then we've got, of course, a few other people. Jexa, who you see on here as well. She's gonna be playing. And yeah, we're gonna have a lot of. It's gonna be an all-female game night. And this will be interesting because not only do we have a first-time dungeon master, but a player. We also have an experienced player that's going to be in there as well, an experienced dungeon master that's going to be in there as well. We're also going to have a bunch of noobs. Again, they've never played, not their thing, but it's always interesting. This is still part of the business, so they're very familiar with it. So it'll be interesting to teach them and to really get their commentary on brand new players, first time they ever played. And everybody that is going to be playing here is pretty good character. We're going to have to record this because I know it's going to be super fun. So what is everybody saying here? Alvin is on. Hatch Dress. There we go. Twitch TV. Yeah, Extra Life will be our next live game. So we won't have a thing on Sunday this time, Roll20. That'll be the actual Extra Life. Gosh, it's already coming up, isn't it? All right, so I think that's about it. That's been our hour. Sorry again that we had to move it to Thursday. I might actually be moving the lives to Wednesdays. Tuesdays seem to sneak up on me a little too quickly. And I do not seem to be prepared enough in the way that I want to be prepared for it. But it's just, I don't know, we'll have to see. But anyways, I want to congratulate John Richard, our winner today. Alrighty, all you got to do is send me just contact me on Messenger or send me an email at wayne@dungeoncrate.com so that way I can get your address and ship you your prize. You want to know what your prize is? Go back and check out the video. All right, otherwise, stay tuned. I'm going to make an announcement. Boom. Oh, wait. Should we announce that? I could. I don't know how to make that announcement if I don't have a way to keep it up here. Anyways, I do have a winner for this. And we're going to just call it right now. Our subscription winner is Robin Weeby. That's right. Hey, maybe I can put this up this way. I can put it up that way, possibly, maybe. Let's try it. All right. So we have John Richard, and there we go. All right, so Robin. Boom. There we go. Let's try this. Boom. There we go. All right, so this will stay up there and you guys can see. So John Richard, you won the daily prize. And of course, Robin Weeby, you won the subscriber prize for October, which is the Reaper Bones Obsidian Crypt, which I will be sending shortly. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Matt, for posting all the links up there. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, now the prize for next week. Prize for next week is going to be this. Got this from Reaper, which I thought was really cool. A ghoulie bag. But what's in a ghoulie bag? Well, of course, looks like we've got a miniature. We've got a couple of tubes of Reaper paint. See, there's some paints in there. Some candy. All right, so this will be next week's prize. So for whoever's commenting now, you'll want to be aware for that. So this one comes with a bunch of stuff, and you can even eat stuff out of it. I mean, you can eat paint if you want, but I wouldn't suggest it. So there we go. So cool. Cool. Yes. Yes, DC Nerds. Yes, reach out to Christina or Jexa to join the Nerd Babes if you are local. Unless we do a Roll20 at some point, then you can also join from wherever you are. Sorry. In the meantime, I'm gonna finish up. I might have to go nuke the coffee a little bit, but thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you next week. And have a good weekend. Hope you guys get to game because we are. All right. Talk to you soon. And we are. Oh,